Good evening, students, parents, family, friends, West High School staff, and honored guests. As your proud principal of West High, I had the extreme pleasure of giving you a warm warrior welcome to our class of 2020 commencement ceremony. This is a very special time for all of us. At this time, I would also like to welcome our honored guests and dignitaries. Mrs. Betty Liu, Board President of the Torrance Unified School District School Board, and Dr. George Mannon, Superintendent of the Torrance Unified School District. We have gathered this evening to celebrate and to honor all the hard work our senior class has completed these past 4 years. The class of 2020 will be led by a valedictorian, Andrew Kang, ASB officers
Jordan Yi,
Jordan Morimoto, distinguished scholars, National Honor Society members, and CSF active seal bearers. And now, it gives me great pleasure to present the class of 2020 and welcome up Jordan Morimoto for our Pledge of Allegiance.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the National Anthem. Please remove hats and hoodies, place your right hand over your heart, and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Now, a very special part of our graduation ceremony is the opportunity for us to hear from some of our graduates. I am pleased to introduce our first student speaker of the evening, who will be giving our ceremony inspirational, our valedictorian, Andrew Kang.
Welcome faculty, distinguished guests, family, and the graduating class of 2020. Tonight we shall go down in history as the first class ever to graduate virtually, provided that, as long as the Wi-Fi is strong, we should be just fine. A wise woman by the name of J.K. Rowling once wrote that happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. And in this time of darkness, we have found our own light switch. We walked into the West High campus 4 years ago in the dark, not knowing what to expect. And now we walk out, shining as bright as the stars above us, ready to face whatever the world throws at us. Typically, these speeches would be all about celebrating the goal of finally graduating from high school, and that celebration could not be more warranted or deserved by us all. However, given the fact that we were thrown into the situation where we are now unable to celebrate the end altogether in our high school stadium, it has come time to look back and reflect. We all know the saying, it's all about the journey, not the destination. And for us, class of 2020, that could not be more true. Although we have been denied the privilege of physically being together in celebration of reaching this mountain peak, I know that our journey to the top is certainly one to cherish. Looking back at when we first started on this path, I've come to realize something. Not only have we grown intellectually and as human beings, but we have been blessed with people we can call family. From sports teams to clubs to lunch groups, so many special people have walked into our lives and changed them for the better. If there is one thing I will remember as a consistent memory of high school, it is being able to connect with and become close to the people surrounding me. Whether it be the group of people with whom we had to figure out how to include enough vocabulary in our Spanish scripts, or our fellow seniors that absolutely obliterated the freshmen at the rally in the dodgeball game, I know we will never forget the good times we had together. The memories made, the laughs shared, the smiles exchanged. Now I know that our own high school experiences may not have been exactly what we had anticipated, but I think I can speak for all of us in saying that these past 4 years will be unforgettable. Through our journey, we have forged our path and discovered new passions and people that inspire us in a multitude of ways. Whether it be someone who you have been able to share an experience with, or someone that joins you in times of procrastination, I know we have all found good people to surround ourselves with that have made our experiences here worthwhile. On that note, I cannot say goodbye to the school without putting forth my sincere gratitude towards everyone that allowed this day to be possible for us all. Well, if they're still listening, that is. To all the Westside teachers, thank you for all the work you dedicate to us every single day to ensure that we find success not only in school, but in ourselves. Thank you to the faculty for providing our class with an educational system that pushed us to strive to be the very best version of ourselves every single day. And thank you to all the parents out there who brought us into this world. I know we may not express this every day, but we truly are thankful for everything you've done for us. Without all of you, none of this would have been possible. Through all we have been through, it is a great honor to be named the Valedictorian of such an amazing class. We've had such incredible accomplishments in our journey, including sports titles and academic competitions. And for the past 4 years, we have made friendships and memories that we will carry with us into the future. Although after today we will each have our own individual paths to follow, I know that the people we have met and the things we have done will become deeply ingrained in our memories. It is my pleasure to speak before all of you today in celebration of our achievements. When we are done with the ceremony, celebrate the present, be thankful for the past, and grab a hold of the future. Because, my friends, we are the future. Congratulations, class of 2020. We've done it. And now, please welcome our choir director, Mr. Rudich, and the Westside Choirs performing In My Life by the Beatles.
There are places I'll remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, and some remain.
All these places have their moments with lovers and friends.
Thank you, Director Rodich and West High Choirs, and thank you, Andrew, for your inspiring message. I know your journey will continue to be forged and keep that light shining even through dark times. Now, at this time, I'd like to welcome our next student speaker, Mr. Uzair Pasta.
Class of 2020. We've been saying no cap all year. Well, the universe decided to say no gown. Welcome, parents, my fellow peers, honored guest, dishonored guest, and everyone else that had nothing better to do, to the one and hopefully only virtual graduation. The only place where we could wear slippers with our gowns and sit in our bedrooms eating snacks while our names are being read. Where we can mute the speaker when they become too boring. Except me. You can't mute me. Under normal pomp and circumstance, we would be dodging the golf carts one last time, laughing at the freshmen who were still looking for the pool on top of Building 3, reading our unopened senior sunrise letters, signing yearbooks, and feeling the salty breeze over us. But during these unprecedented times, that is not happening. Instead, we are holding on to our cherished friendships through FaceTime calls, supporting each other through drive-by parades, crying and lamenting the moments we've lost, but taking great measure to preserve the memories we have. At this seminal moment, we can't help but look back. How do we measure the time we spent in high school? In the beginning, we measured it in class periods, counting down the days to eventual freedom. As the days and weeks passed, we measured it in semesters and later in years as we moved from being those clueless freshmen to sophisticated sophomores who thought we had it all figured out. The dangling lanyards became a symbol of our growth, and by the time we reached our junior year, the bags under our eyes were not bigger than the confidence we had to take over for the graduating seniors. Now, at the precipice of possibility and uncertainty, I will measure my time at West in a much different way. I will measure in all the friendships I've enjoyed these last 4 years. Some lasted, some got lost, but I'll remember each one fondly, as I hope you will too. When many of our high school memories begin to fade, we'll ultimately remember our time here by the tears we shed and the smiles we shared. And the class of 2020 has shared some good times. From underwhelming cloudy sunrises to colorful Havana nights to over-exaggerated lightsaber battles. We've also had our fair share. In 2018, we had the March for Our Lives Voice Out. In 2019, we had the environmental walkout. And in 2020, we as a collective class brought the rating of Google Classroom down to a whopping 1.3. From the physical transformation of our school to going to virtual learning, we've seen our fair share of change. And even though we didn't get our blinds, there was a subliminal message that we learned along the way. That although our circumstances cannot be controlled, we can appreciate them nonetheless. And change, however painful, is a necessary evil in life. In the wise words of Rafiki from Lion King, the past can hurt, but you can either run from it or learn from it. And I don't know about you guys, but I am much of a runner. So as we walk towards the next phases of our lives, let us not forget the unfinished stories waiting to be told, the unfinished conversations waiting to end, and the unfinished memories waiting to be made. Let us not forget our brown and gold. March 13th. We didn't know it then, but that was the last time we were together. Looking back, the one word that comes to mind is regret. I regret not saying goodbye. In life, we often regret the chances we don't take, relationships we're too afraid to have, and decisions we've waited too long to make. But what I've learned from having my world turned upside down is that we can no longer live in a life full of what-ifs, but instead live in a world full of cherished to-bes. So as we put a close to this bittersweet end, let us hope to live lives of satisfaction and joy. Thank you and goodbye, my fellow graduates of the West High class of 2020. Wherever we go and whatever we do, may we always be friends when we meet again. Thank you.
Thank you, Uzair. Go forth, cherish life at its fullest, and go make those memories. Graduates, despite these extraordinary and historical times, you have risen above. Therefore, first and foremost, allow me to salute you for all your amazing academic and extracurricular accomplishments. You are trailblazers, you are champions and scholars, ready to apply your knowledge to enrich and advance this world. You have accomplished much over these 4 years, from earning multiple honors, league championships, division CIF titles, medals, and local and state accolades. The amazing list goes on. I could be here for hours proudly sharing all the honors that you've earned. But more importantly, I want to share the legacy that you will leave behind and that it will also propel you forward. On March 13th, our world and therefore our lives as we knew them changed in ways we could have never imagined or been prepared for. Public schools, colleges, universities, businesses all swiftly acted to save lives as the coronavirus spread across our country and our world. Students returned home early, classes moved online, and any gathering, event, or activity was canceled. Many of us are understandably frustrated by this, yet others of us are coping from the loss of loved ones, financial instability, and the uncertainty of the future in all its industries. However, when we stop to reflect on these times, life lessons emerge. It is then you realize difficulties in life, they don't come to consume us, rather to help us realize our hidden potentials, our talents, our gifts, our strengths, and help us rise above to learn those important messages along the way for a better future, if we so choose. I pause to think of novelist James Baldwin's quote, "Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed unless it is faced." In the midst of this global change, seniors, it is important to pause and acknowledge your growth during this time, your resilience, your intellect, your determination. You have met all the academic requirements and forced to immediately learn those larger lessons in life of nothing is promised and the uncertainty of tomorrow. But don't let COVID-19 define your legacy. Don't let it define you. Instead, take away positive messages, and I'll leave you with a couple of them to reflect upon. Message 1, intentional choices. My father would say growing up that life is 10% given to you and 90% how you make it. In today's times, this rings true when all we have control over is the how we respond. Advice, be intentional with your choices and how you choose to respond. Don't forget potential results and consequences of each decision you make. Explicit decision-making will determine what tomorrow brings for you. We all know what a bad choice is since kindergarten, so choose wisely. Message 2, manage your circle. During quarantine, we may have been physically distant, but boy, did we strive to become even closer as people. Continue to create and surround yourself with positive circle of energy and influencers. In turn, help those in your circle who are less fortunate. Work to motivate those around you as they motivate you. To summarize, a hip-hop poet, if your circle of friends don't inspire you, then they're not a circle at all. They're a cage. Message 3, your mindset. How is your mindset during this pandemic? Don't lose sight of balance, your mental and emotional states. Continue to grow and enrich your outlook on life. Look for the positive. Remain optimistic. Establish your inner voice as an encouraging coach and not a negative critic, hindering your goals. Continue to feed your intellect and feed your spirit with information that uplifts and nourishes your soul and growth. Mental blocks exist. Depression, anxiety, they're real. If you need assistance, always seek out help. It's there for you. And my final bit of advice is be you. Be good at being you. Oftentimes in youth, success is viewed as fame, having money or monetary items. That's nice, having a nice car and a house and being popular. But my idea of success as I age is a lot different. And as you grow, you'll realize that definition of success might change for you too. Although winning is awesome and trophies are grand, in the end, it's that how again. How you lived your life, how you treated others, even in adversity and disagreement, and what you did to make this world, our world, a better place to be in. Live your life with integrity. Do not give in to peer pressure. Be you. You are special. You are unique. Live life as an honest and a compassionate person and contribute to this world in some way. Class of 2020, this is your time. Don't get ready, be ready, for all the world has to offer and adapt accordingly. As Andrew shared, life is a journey, not a destination. So stop waiting for a map. Life is rewarding for those who draw maps. Always be ready to embrace life and take opportunities as it presents you to do those incredible things. Make this world better than you found it. Be grateful to your teachers and lessons in life, because what they share today might just be the thing that helps you later on. You are meant to do great things, and you will do great things. To our parents, guardians of our graduates, congratulations. Your continued guidance, support, and much love has helped make this achievement a reality. We, the faculty and staff at West High, share in your pride, and we sincerely thank you for all the opportunities that you have given us to work with your children. And now, in accordance with the California Education Code and the rules and regulations of the Torrance Unified School District, and by the authority vested in me as principal of West High School, I present the class of 2020 to you, Mrs. Liu, as the representative of the Torrance Unified School District Board of Education.
Thank you, Mrs. Heinrich, for the introduction. Perseverance, determination, adaptability. These are the qualities that describe you, class of 2020. You persevered during these hard times. COVID-19, quarantine, social isolation, distance learning, and many other obstacles. But you are determined. Determined to make it through all these obstacles, to graduate from your high school, to move on to the next stage of your lives, whether it be college, trade school, work, or other avenues. You were able to adapt. For almost 3 months, you had to learn your subjects, not on school campus, but through the internet. Communicating with your teachers, classmates, friends, and extended family members through digital devices is different. But you did it. You adapted and overcame what obstacles you had. My quote from my own high school senior year was, "Better light the candle than curse the darkness." Instead of focusing on obstacles in life, focus on how you overcame them. Focus also on what good these obstacles may have brought you. You realize that you can learn differently from the traditional way of being at school. Hopefully, this will open up your mind more and make you realize that there are always other ways to solve problems, especially if you use your imagination. You were stuck at home with your family 24/7 for 3 months. Besides getting on each other's nerves, sometimes, you got to know your family members better. Cherish this time you had together. Recently, there were protests across our nation after the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis. In a time where understanding and unity are so important, I encourage you to empathize with Americans from all backgrounds. We need to humanize each other and be kind. You are our future. With your perseverance, determination, and adaptability, we're in good hands. On behalf of the Torrance Unified School District Board of Education, I accept the West High School class of 2020. Congratulations to you all.
Whenever you're ready.
Jordan Yi,
Jordan Morimoto,
Uzair Pasta,
Andrew Kang,
Emma Chai,
Caitlin Esperon,
Cynthia G,
Katie Ishioka,
Kendall Kirio,
Daniel Lee,
Julia Traub,
Nathaniel Webster,
Aliza Adnan.
Jacob Anthony. Kylie Asuncion.
Brittany Bernaski.
Sebastian Bono Camacho.
Ruby Chen.
Ashley Cho.
Danielle Cho.
Andrew Chan.
Ashley Chon.
Nathan Chong.
Suyan Chung.
Ryan Del Rosario.
Anirudh Irunki.
George Fu.
Michael G.
Anushka Gupta.
Emily Hackett.
Ilya Hajireza.
Jimin Hong.
Ruth Kaldenberg.
Aaliyah Kang.
Kelly Kang.
Kalai Kia Aina.
Allison Kim.
Chan Ho Kim.
Danielle Kim.
Deborah Kim.
Lindsay Kim.
Mia Kobayashi.
Tommy Kwan.
Shurita Lakusong.
Connie Lee.
Daniel Lemke.
Christopher Liu.
Weirong Lee.
Johanna Liu.
Andrew Liu.
Kento Matsumoto.
Melanie Emiko Mikkelsen.
Kayla Mullen.
Sion Kate Na.
Sashwat Nayak.
Regina Norton.
Isha Pendem.
Shravani Penumartia.
Matthew Ponce de Leon.
Serena Rupani.
Isha Suchdev.
Vanessa Salgado.
Aiden Schwing.
Ruchi Shetty.
Ha Young Ruthie Shin.
Hyung Woo Shin.
Angeline Simon.
Kevin Son.
Savannah Starr.
Mika Sugamura.
Emma Tamaoka.
Arthi Tank.
May Trice.
Heather Wee.
Katie Yang.
Ulia Zaman.
Kiran Abayaratna.
Etanesh Abibi.
Sanskriti Adigal.
Hannah Avzelius.
Josephine Afzelius.
Carlo Aguila.
Sonia Aguilar.
Muniza Ahmed.
Talia Bikini Bosum.
Samkeni Akabuilo.
Macy Alexander.
Sean Ali.
Zachary Allen.
Dalen Alvarez.
Nicholas Alvarez.
Junie Ancheta.
Sophia Beatriz Anselmo.
Abriel Antonini Corbacho. Adobe Anyoha.
Trenton Aoki.
Rachel Aratani.
Joshua Argueta.
Roberto Antencio.
Lana Badur.
Stephanie Bay.
Abel Pata.
Atanas Bakarjiev.
Vigneshwar Balaji.
Riley Bandel.
Dylan Basket.
Austin Bateman.
Jeremiah P. Bautista.
Samantha Benson.
Saran Baraki.
Eric Berg.
Lionel Bermudez Carnell.
Neil Thomas Bernass.
Joseph Betancourt.
Amina Buta.
Ethan Berkner.
Matthew Blanco.
Michelle Bolaire Erden.
Yves Bourgeon.
Lucy Brandt.
Navjot Brar.
Dylan Braseda.
Michael Burt.
Michaela Burt.
Claire Boussier.
Lindsay Boussier.
Joshua Kabuhag.
Andrew Cabrera.
Julia Caetano.
Joshua Cahill.
Clarence Camacho.
Ethan Camacho.
Francesco Carabili Camacho.
Isaiah Case.
Amanda Cavalli.
Michael Cavodi.
Kayla Salia.
Clara Chow.
Yuhan Chen.
Sarah Cheng.
Ernest Chin.
Emily Cho.
Emily Cho.
Erica Christian.
Chloe Collins Joe.
Sophia Condemi.
Kalea Margaret Shea Cook.
Joseph Corral.
Ethan Cortois.
Garrett Cover.
Haley Crawford.
Carly Cruz.
Jessica Crosby.
Brandon Krotzier.
Jesse DeCastro.
Sabrina De La Torre.
Ethan Delgadillo.
Janine De Los Santos.
Safe Darris.
Rohit Deshmukh.
Jillian Devona.
Kennedy Dixon.
Sophia Dwarge.
Marissa Doty.
Damian Dove.
Ashley Dreisler.
Noel Druyer.
Manas Dubey.
Eric Murakami Dunkel.
Omar Durrani.
Whitney Eckert.
Sarah Eisenberg.
Aldair Economo.
Nicole Elazegi.
Thomas Elder.
Brianna Elizalde.
Mohammed Alahi.
Onan Engchuluun.
Natalia Espinoza.
John Mark Estrada.
Sydney Marie Etherington.
Jasmine Falk.
Lorelei Faulkner.
Turner Fernandez.
Andrea Fernandez Cruz.
Taylor Grace Felstrom.
Grace Fletcher.
Alex Flores.
Jasmine Forbes.
Aliana Forch.
Russell Fukaye.
Nolan Gallagher.
Alexandra Garcia.
Nicole Arwin Garcia.
Kyla Garcia Quiroz.
Danica Garver.
Luis Gaspar.
Sarah Gastelum.
Baron Gaunt.
David Gibson.
Ara Gomez.
Gerardo Gonzalez.
Jorge Gonzalez.
Nikita Gounder.
Ethan Graby.
James Gregory.
Matthew Gregory.
Marina Gerges.
Angelica Guzman.
Hattie Haydar.
Isabella Halkevist.
Jihyo Han.
Joshua Han.
Derek Honda.
Asusena Hansen.
Mia Hassenmeyer.
Misha Hashemi.
Roya Hashimi.
Lucy Hayward.
Ariella Hecker.
Alejandra Hernandez.
Alicia Hernandez.
Angel Hurt.
Makana Akua Higa.
Drew Hagashigawa.
Nicholas Hokinson.
Sydney Human.
Momo Hama.
Sincere Howell.
Roy Walpa.
Patrick Huang.
Jordan Hutton.
Kaylin Hutton.
Noah Hyun.
Leila Kana Ilani Ikeda.
Kinsa Islam.
Alexander Ito.
Vihan Jagasia.
Tisani Jalath.
Rahul Chastadi.
Jack Johnson.
Maxwell Johnston.
Christian Jung.
Kritika Sheen Kachru.
Mika Kainuma.
Morgan Allison Kane.
Sikander Kareem.
Caitlin Kaufman.
Monica Kawase.
Sheena Kawate.
Sean Kelly.
Eric Kenneth Kelso.
Michaela Kyog.
Yusuf Khalil.
Ardo Kadizian.
Charon Kim.
Jacob Kim.
Jihyun Kim.
Justin Kim.
Justin Kim.
Megan Kim.
Samuel Kim.
Seong Woo Kim.
Steve Kim.
Brandon Kircher.
Junha Ko.
Mei Kobayashi.
Mina Kobayashi.
Alicia Ko.
Nicholas Krug.
Alexa Krumwidi.
Jason Kuroshige.
Harrison Kwan.
Jacqueline LaCroix.
Matthew LaCroix.
Andrea Lai.
Ontu Lamb.
Stephanie Landaverde.
Robert Larez.
Eric Lau.
Jason Lay.
Ahmad Le Claire Mohammed.
Allison Lee.
Insu Lee.
James Lee.
Jason Lee.
Nakyoung Julie Lee.
Ryan Lee.
Eugene Hana Lee.
Soha Lim.
Daniel Lewis.
Howard Lee.
Quinn Lipsy.
Hannah Rose Logo.
Tejas Logie.
Sean Loomis.
Jeremy Loop.
Matthew Angelo Lopez.
Megan Lau.
Valentine Luck III.
Jason McIntosh.
Lucena Laduno.
Jacob Magallanes.
Brett Mallet.
Yamini Malapedi.
Matthew Marcella.
Joseph Martin.
Caitlin Martin.
William Martin II.
Alexis Martinez.
Mia Marzan.
Stephen Masters.
Justin Matthew.
Caitlin Matsunami.
Lucas Matthews.
Lauren McCarthy.
Zachary Adam Meditz.
Trey Melnick.
Yusra Mayman.
Roxanne Mercado.
Darian Rose Meredith.
Lily Mihailovich.
Jasper Mills.
Youngwook Min.
Kylie Miranda.
Shinosuke Mitsutamari.
Parth Mohan.
Angel Molina.
Kevin Morales.
Brennan Allen Mungia.
Ethan Munoz.
Garrett Monroe.
Madison Janice Murata.
Noboru Myers.
Alyssa Nagahiro.
Alyssa Nakano.
Enzo Napole.
Isha Naresh.
Cameron Nash.
Samaj Lanae Nash Brand.
Yuto Natori. Ashley Nava.
Shugufa Nazari.
Ethan Nelson.
Lily Newhart.
Matthew Wen.
Cole Nimsky.
Caitlin Nimsky.
Walter Norwood.
Lydia Nygren.
Katie O'Brien.
Ryan Obayashi.
Katie O'Connell.
Yuto Oku.
Regina Olfati.
Susan Oliver Wong.
Jordan Orozco.
Anthony Ortega.
Andrew Ortiz.
Jaden Ortiz.
Juan Ortiz Rojas.
Jamie Ota.
Angie Ovales.
Isaiah Overton.
Irie Ozawa.
Catalina Pacheco.
Carlos Palacios.
Brandon Park.
Jinyoung Park.
Joyce Park.
Kaylee Park.
Sohyun Park.
Sumin Park.
Jake Parker.
Logan James Parker Robinson.
Amanda Peck.
Jessica Perez.
Kayla Perez.
Lalisa Pongpao.
Aaron Ponce.
Tyler Porter.
Emily Potter.
Jacob Prue.
Krista Karubin.
Carlos Quintana.
Bullen Quirk.
Chad Raman.
Enrique Ramirez.
Martina Daniela Ramos Erazo.
Zurix Reamer.
Matthew Dalen Ritchie.
Sophie Rizzo.
Jaden Roa.
Dylan Robertson.
Alexis Rodales.
Andrew Ichuru Rodriguez.
Jay Rodriguez.
Adrian Rodriguez Zelaya.
Daniel Rockmore.
Justine Ruero.
Brianna Ruiz.
Nicholas Russo.
Kevin Saad.
Takumi Saito.
Robert Salazar.
Nolan Samora.
Gabriela Sanchez.
Gilbert Sanchez.
Laraya Sanchez.
Awais Sarang.
Jeremy Schaefer Jr.
Emma Schlossman.
Michaela Schultz.
Omar Shaban.
Ferris Shabir.
Emma Shackelford.
Sakura Shannon.
Antonius Shahata.
Mahir Shanoy.
Christopher Shin.
Jisoo Shin.
Yuna Shin.
Emily Sean.
Fernanda Silva.
Daniel Jet Skinner.
Kian Smith.
Kate Sung.
Joyce Song.
Nicholas Spence.
Papat Sravanachayakun.
Amanda Stahl.
Janelle Stallworth.
Lindsay Stotesbury.
Ryan Stout.
Brianna Strader.
Ryan Strong.
Kelsey Stubbs.
Takumi Sugita.
Syed Suhailuddin.
David Sun.
Zoha Syed.
Raina Tain. Viviana Tamayo.
Zachary Tanada.
Kushbu Tank.
Alexis Jacqueline Chakalian.
Rena Tekli.
Shane Tojo.
Jamie Tomita.
Kira Tori.
Daphne Torres.
Isabella Torres.
Michael Toth.
Catherine Trainer.
Brian Tran.
James Trapani Gak.
Bailey Catherine Tritech.
Mia Terrell.
Casey Umamoto.
Ashley Veritip.
Juan Vargas Ortiz.
Stefan Vazapali.
Connor Vanegas.
Roy Thomas Viasor.
Kobe Vu.
Shauna Walker.
Andrew Walton.
Megume Watanabe.
Sajini Sathinthra Wirasakara.
Caden Wells.
Carson White.
Ariana Rose Willard.
Alec Wong.
Russell Wong.
Stacy Wong.
Natsuki Yamaguchi.
Issei Yamakawa.
Sporthri Yanala.
Joseph Nathan Yanez.
Sung Hyun Yang.
Matthew Yi.
Dora Yella.
Danny Yi.
Noah E.
Ricky Yoshida.
Riona Yoshida.
Ashley Younger.
Janice Cheyoung Yu.
Dana Yun.
Jaden Zabala.
Sunny Zoe.
Hello, West High Class of 2020. My name is Jordan, and as ASB President, it is my job to officially graduate our class. However, before I get to that, I would like to say a few words. I want to give a personal congratulations to all of you for making it to this day. I can attest to the fact that it is no easy feat to finish off 4 years at West High. Through countless time writes, lab reports, and learning target retakes, we endured it all and came out stronger. On top of all that, we are completing our last year in a fashion unlike any other, away from each other and without the usual festivities. None of us foresaw the situation we are in now. Added to the usual uncertainty about moving into the next phase of our lives is the anxiety and fear about the state of the world we live in and what our future may hold. We are living in limbo. However, let's choose not to dwell on what has happened or what is out of our control. It's easy for us to look at ourselves as the victims, but we need to take a step back. It shouldn't be about the issues we are facing now, but what we are going to do about them in the future. I read a quote from a Brad Parks book that stuck out to me. It read, "In short, we're telling ourselves stories in which we conveniently happen to be the protagonists. And while that is true, so is a seemingly paradoxical fact. People who put other people at the middle of their stories lead the most rewarding lives. If all you live for yourself, it's pretty damn lonely out there." Now, there are many ways you can interpret this, but if I could sum it up in one line, it would be, you live the most rewarding life when you're living to help others. And at a time like now, when everything seems to be crashing down around us, it's important to remember things like this. Our journey doesn't stop here. There are people in the world who are suffering, and we have the power to make a change. So I challenge you to move forward and keep fighting. Take the circumstances we are in now and make it better. Now, will the members of the graduating class of 2020 please rise? Join me in celebrating our graduation by moving our tassels as one from right to left. Congratulations, West High Class of 2020. We have officially graduated. Please remain standing for the alma mater.
Salty breezes sweeping o'er us, cries of rose and terns on high, purple crest of distant mountains on the far horizon line. living in the moment. And here we are, dreaming in the open. Now look around, isn't this a new day? Make a move, doing things a new way. A new way. 'Cause this is our world, and this is our time. These are our plans, we're gonna let them shine. This is our place in the human race, and we won't stop dreaming. No, we won't stop dreaming. Look ahead, we can see forever. You and me doing it together. Light it up, we can be a million stars. Look at us, don't you see we've come so far? Yeah, we've come so far. 'Cause this is our world, and this is our time. And these are our plans, we're gonna let them shine. This is our place in the human race, and we won't stop dreaming. No, we won't stop dreaming. Standing at the crossroads, feeling how the wind blows. We can soar above the clouds. Every moment is a heartbeat, and every breath feeling so sweet. And who can say what happens now? 'Cause this is our world, this is our time. These are our plans, we're gonna let them shine. This is our place in the human